This is what I want to run by you because I think this makes sense for both teams, and I'm interested to get your thoughts. New Orleans Pelicans need some shooting, right? Need some shooting around Zion. Also, quite a crowded wing. Trey Murphy, Zion, Brandon Ingram. How about Herb Jones for PJ Washington? Straight up. I think Herb Jones has played power forward more than small forward for the past 2 years in the league. We've talked about the need to surround LaMelo Ball with defensive playmakers. And that is exactly what Herb Jones is. I think probably one of the top 20 wing defenders in the league, if not top 15. Young, Alabama, Crimson Tide, Roll Tide with Brandon Miller again. What do you think of that as a center deal? Do you think that's fair?
I mean, if New Orleans is willing to move him, I think that would be very fair for both sides. I think in the grand scheme of things, they're both very similar value and level of players right now. Like, I don't know where they'd fit in the league hierarchy, but I can't imagine it would be too far away from each other, even though they play different positions and have very different skill sets. Like, they both probably bring a similar value to the table. And I think I agree with you that they both might fit a little bit better
with each
on
other.
The team they'd be going to. Herb Jones, not a great shooter, but would be surrounded by a lot of very good, or at least much better shooters than him in Charlotte. And PJ could be that guy that just spaces the floor for Zion and Ingram. And it just is like an all-around like defensive piece that can be, switched and molded depending on what lineups they have.